Guys, it is time to have a heart to heart.
Hey, everybody. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Steven and Christian here from the Exodus Group. And we just want to level with you about where the market is right now and hopefully encourage you to keep calm and carry on because things are shifting right now. So,
Yeah. Things have been shifting for the last couple of years. And a few years ago, 2022, 2023, the market was artificially inflated quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And so what that did was it caused prices to skyrocket for a couple of years. And that was while interest rates were super low, so it was kind of a feeding frenzy, mm-hmm. and it caused that market to skyrocket.
Yeah.
And so over the last kind of year and a half, prices have kind of trickled down just a little bit. It's not like a tank in the market, but they've mm-hmm. kind of trickled down, and it's getting people to come to the reality of that situation and getting used to those historically normal interest rates in that 6-7% range.
Yeah, because realistically, in my lifetime, I'd never seen, and probably the same, we're about the same, rates as low as 2.5-3%. That's really not normal. Right where we are right now is actually pretty close to historically normal. Also, what's not normal is for homes to double in price in 2 years, right? And so when you look at it, I mean, what your home was worth in 2020, it's still grown significantly now over that 5-year period, but maybe, it's not what you would have got in 2022, for example, right? And that's okay, guys, because it is normal to see a market correction like this if we really want to see a sustainable future where people can afford to buy and sell homes. And like I want my kids to be able to buy a house. I want my grandkids to be able to buy a house. And so I know that most of you guys are kind of in that same place as well. So,
yeah, and we're all in this boat together, right? This is our market as a whole. And so my house went down in value, your house went down in value. Everybody's house went down in value. The good thing is if you're selling in this market and you're buying in this market, you're going to sell your house for $50,000 less than you would have got for it 3 years ago, but you're also going to buy your next house at $50,000 less.
That's right.
And so if you're trading houses in the market, it's not a big deal. It's the people who own 20 houses, mm-hmm. right? And all 20 of those houses went down in value. Those people, it affects a little bit more. Mm-hmm. But the important thing is, there's lots of checks and balances in the system set up so that people can't overpay for houses.
Right.
So if you try to sell your $500,000 house for $700,000, no bank's going to loan on that deal. They're going to know that, and that's what the appraisal is for, is to protect people from that issue.
Yeah. And then 2022, people were like, "Who cares? I'll pay the extra. If it's worth $500,000 and I need to pay $700,000 to get the house, I'll do that." And so it just kind of kept making things a little crazy for people, right? And we're just not in that market right now. Last month, 45% of all home sales offered some sort of concession to buyers. So a buyer comes in, guys, it is a good time. If you're a buyer, if you're able to buy right now, it's a good time because you can get an agent like Christian or I to negotiate on your behalf and make sure that you're getting a fair deal or even a good deal on a home, and you can have those closing costs covered. You might be able to get off of the list price a little bit. You might be able to get buyer title covered. There might be some concessions that you can get, and 45% of all home sales had that. So be encouraged. It is correcting to sort of help everyone in the system to have a healthier approach to buying and selling homes. So.
Absolutely. And you don't have to get us. Just don't get your cousin Larry, who got his license last month, to do the deal for you.
Yeah.
It's a big investment. There's lots of negotiation that happens throughout the process. You don't have to get us, but get somebody who's doing it at a high level.
That's right.
Who can help you out. Although we would love for you to get us.
Obviously, yes.
But the most important thing is there's nothing to be scared about or worried about, right? There's a lot of homes on the market right now, and that number is climbing. So it's a great time for buyers right now. And if you're selling, it's not the end of the world. The market's trickling down. In 6 months, nobody knows if it's going to continue to trickle down or it's going to bounce back.
Yeah.
And so all of that, just do it when the time is right for you, right? If you're ready to move, then give us a call and have somebody walk you through and just take a look at those numbers, because they're probably not as bad as you think.
Yeah. You might not have made $100,000 on your home in the last 8 months, but you probably are going to be doing okay if you need to sell your home. And if you need to buy a home, it's a great time for it as well.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. If you guys have any questions about this, please give us a call. We'd love to help you out.
Love to. See you guys soon.
See ya.